This is Green Street and St. John. That's looking east on Green Street, and that's headed west. Just a couple of more blocks that way is Orange Grove Boulevard, where the parade starts and all the floats and all the participants line up and the judging occurs and what have you, and pre-staging. This is the terraces. It's beautiful property. These homes are really beautiful. As you can see, priced from the low $2 million. And honestly, yes. But you have to actually dig and really ask, because it's not these there is affordable housing here, and there are some subject vouchers, not Section 8, but I think vouchers for, I guess it is a Section 8 for participants, more for HUD affordability. But yeah, it's I've walked through the property before, and yeah, for affordable housing starting from the low 2 millions. I can't even imagine. It cracks me up. I remember when they finished building these places. And this over here is kind of like our music center. This place is really beautiful. This is the House of Rock Church. I don't know if any of you remember, but in the early stages of the lockdown, where you couldn't even go to your own place of worship, this place was fighting tooth and nail to stay open, and they were vying for their rights because they felt they were being violated, that they couldn't go in to worship God. Now is actually, and I still am, their case went all the way up to Sacramento. And if I'm not mistaken, they actually won. But this place is really beautiful. We have certain venues in here. We have actually like concertos, and I think we have a pianist coming this weekend. But this place is really beautiful. And well, let me go show you and take a look. I used to come here quite a bit when I was still homeless, because this is another one of my little secret Zen spots where I would just come over here and get away and just think, because it's beautiful. In that direction right there, not too far, is Orange Grove Boulevard, and these are the historic $1 million homes, classic homes of just historic value. Over on that way is the Wrigley Field, which actually I just saw online that they are going to start resuming tours at the Wrigley Mansion. So I'm going to check into that and see what it costs. I think in the beginning it's going to be free, but we'll see. And this is a high school student center right here. These grounds are just superbly beautiful. Well, the fountain's not running right now, but normally it is. And this is a great film location too, I think. But look at this. This place is just spectacular. It's kind of structured. It almost reminds me of the Dorothy Chandler Music Pavilion. I mean, it's small and quaint, but it's beautiful with all the water around. And during the evening, you know, when the sun's going down, and they have this beautiful fountain right here running. It is just the most exquisite thing to really just behold. And these are the low $2 million homes. This place is just spectacular. It's very nice here. Look at that old tree. Look at this. Yeah. Pretty groovy, huh? And you can walk through here. And that little pathway over there will connect you right onto Green Street, and right across the street is Ralph's Supermarket. But and then there's another home right here with these beautiful encapsulated kind of like gardens. But pretty cool, huh? Look at that tree. This is just an amazing place to be. This is the stuff that you don't really see when you're driving on Orange Grove Boulevard. Love that home. Look at that. Such a gorgeous place to be. And here's a little about that particular home. Beautiful, right? How you doing? Welcome back. Look at that place. It's Charlie. It is just Monday morning still, May 2nd, 2022. It is 11:58 in the morning, and it's quite nice. I think it's about maybe 62, 63. Actually, when I got up in this morning, it was already 60 degrees, so I mean, it was kind of going to be a beautiful day. I picked this place to have a little chit chat with you folks concerning a certain Special K. One of you know who I'm talking about, K. Now, this was just a few short months ago. You know, I was contacted by this certain viewer, Kelly K. A lot of you folks seeing all this, and yeah, you know, she wanted to meet and stuff like that. Oh, you know, I've been following you, and told me, you know, our circumstances are kind of same, you know, and blah blah. So I'm like, okay, this would be about maybe the third or fourth viewer that I've actually met just within this area. My other three friends, well, they still remain my friends. You know, Facebook and everything, and chit chat and comment and everything. Not everybody's the same political view as I have, and that's okay. That's fine. We're still friends. But this person was, it was just very strange. So I went over there and we were talking, and pretty much even just, you know, exchanged phone numbers, and early on was already just like, well, you know, maybe we become roommates and stuff like that. And on a few occasions I had already told this person, you know, that I'm too old to live with anybody else other than, you know, my significant other, whether it be my girlfriend or or my wife and my daughter. Those would be the only 3 instances that I would want to live with anybody else, other than having to be forced to move into another situation as I do over at the house over there. I really don't want that, and I've expressed that to my housing coordinator and stuff like that. Well, when you come down here, I need your help, and finding some housing, and I really can't navigate, and I just don't have the patience and stuff like that. And if you could help me and set up, and maybe, even help me set up a YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. I've done it over here with a lot of my formerly homeless friends and still my homeless friends, but I, I'll help, but I can only help so much. I can only start you off. I'm not going to be doing everything for you. There's only a handful of people that I would go all the way to help out, all the way as much as I can. But in this case, nah. Especially with surgery coming down the pike, and I already knew that was inevitable. So we met and kept chit-chatting, and she would call me. Well, this person was always calling me or texting me and stuff like that. And it was just getting a little weighty, in the sense that now I have a Galaxy. I have a Note 9. This phone's quite old, and as you folks know, that smartphones, as they get older, the battery in the phone doesn't stay charged long enough. Especially now, these phones with the sealed batteries, you can't simply take it out and swap it out with another battery as like some of the older models and stuff like that. That's the one thing I don't like about these new smartphones. You can't interchange the batteries. Once that battery is no longer good, that this so-called $1,000 device or whatever, now plus, and I got this as a refurbished phone on Amazon I've had this phone for what, 3 years now? 3 years, I think. And this is a refurbished phone from Amazon on their Prime as a previously guaranteed phone. But, it just doesn't hold its charge anymore. So, and what I do when I go filming, I charge this phone all the way, I turn it off, and I don't turn it back on until I get to my location to do film, so I can maximize the life of the battery. I carry my charger and my phone and my battery, but I can't directly plug the charger into this phone into the USB-C, because the USB-C port on this phone is worn out and you have to kind of jiggle it. But that's okay, because I can use it on a charging pad. So that's what I do. And there were a few times after about a week or so, well, you didn't pick up your phone, you didn't answer my call, you didn't answer my text. And I'm like, well, I already told you I'm not at anyone's beck and call, other than, and even with my friends, my former coworkers, my family and stuff. I'm not at anyone's beck and call like that, other than anyone that has to do with, doctor's appointments or anything like that, the housing coordinator, Union Station Homeless Services and stuff like that. So when we got to the Lakeland Mall, we sat where we sat down and stuff like that, and I was helping her and stuff like that. Okay, well, I might have to call you again or text you, and we're probably gonna have to meet up again, because I just don't have the patience, to have to deal with this, and I don't know how to do it. And I'm like, okay. And she's got a really good phone, I think a lot newer than what I have. So as the date for surgery was getting closer and closer, I was shutting down. I wasn't really going online or anything, other than just to upload whatever videos that I had stored up and everything, because I knew that there was going to be some time before I was going to be able to get up to do anything physical and stuff like that. So, and I guess maybe she didn't like that. Now, there was nothing, when I went to go meet this person, there was nothing that was intended, and certainly not on my part. But the one thing that kind of tripped me out, well, here's some of the comments. I mean, you judge for yourself. Look at the change in the attitude of the comments. And then on the text messages, I'm not going to show you the text messages, though I still have them. There was nothing there. There was no banter, no sexual banter, no banter of love interest or anything. But maybe some of my friends, I mean, I posted some of the comments and the text messages on my Facebook page that my friends see, because I even asked them. They're like, okay, well, it seems like this person was expecting something a lot more, and I told her like 3 times, I'm not gonna move with anybody. This person has limited amount of funds, uh, I believe is on disability and gets a certain amount of money, and I told her, I go, well, once post surgery and I heal up from this thing, I'm just going to go back to seeing about getting a job, because I can't live this way, living off of the EBT and being limited on my income and stuff like that. And I don't want to have to be reliant on going to the church anymore for food. I hadn't had to do that since since I gave up my job at Target and everything for them failing. And I had to do that. I had to get back on food stamps and everything else, and then go back to the church, because even some of the people that used to work is like, Charlie, is that you? I'm like, yeah, this and this happened. Oh, well, you're still registered here. You're welcome. I go, yeah, I know. I just want things to expedite my life so I can no longer come here. Maybe just to come here to contribute, or to donate, but I don't want to. They're like, no, 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 don't worry about it. That's what we're here for. And I'm like, no, I know that. It's just the way that I was raised, Just stand on your own 2 feet as much as possible and carry your own weight in life. So that's the part that depresses me in life. That I'm not able to do that when I know I can. But then this person, I guess, one of the last texts on my phone said, you don't respond. And this was just before, I think, surgery. You don't respond to any of my calls. You don't answer my texts. I feel like I'm having to chase you. I was like, whoa, there's no one chasing anyone here. I wasn't giving off that kind of vibe, and no impression, and no verbal or body language or nothing. There's just, and I guess she's had some issues. And right off the bat, she even in the comments that her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, I guess he was a bit on the abusive side with her. I'm not exactly going to go into the details, but she even in the comments, that her husband or her boyfriend, her former boyfriend, was an alcoholic and loves to drink vodka and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay. And the talk and some of the things that she was telling me was a little too intimate, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just definitely keeping my distance. But there was certainly no intention for anything to go on. I just have too much going on in my life. I have to hammer out my life before anything. Now, I've already mentioned, and I've said this several times, yes, I would love to have a relationship. And I do have, a profile, on a dating site, but it's nothing serious, and there's never been any bites or anything on the hook. And even if there was, there's nothing that I have to offer to anyone right now, especially unemployed. And I'm not gonna go into a relationship say, oh yeah, you know what, I I don't have a job. I'm not gonna freaking do that. You know, it's not fair. And then the other comment that she made online, and that was another thing. You know, even my friend said that I could put. Well, one of my friends DM'd me and says, you know, you got to put a stop to this because this person's already crossed into defamation, saying that they've been to your home to visit you after you've had surgery and has personally met Carla. And none of that's happened. None of that. Even my other housemates like, what the fuck? When did this happen? He's like, you never even stepped out of the house. And I go, yeah, I know. You know, just going across the street to go get a bag of ice. And I did make an attempt once to upload a video that following Saturday, you know, and everything was still numb below the waist from the anesthesia and the locals that they give you. Still numb. But it's like, so, and then making all these comments like when I got hit, it's fake. How is that fake? So I had the Pasadena Police Department involved in this. I had the Pasadena Fire Department involved in this. I had Huntington Hospital Emergency involved in this just to fake, what, to make a video? To get likes on a channel that's not even monetized, because I can't get monetized because fucking Carla and their clan keep still stealing my mail on occasions, so I can't receive the security keys to verify my residence to be able to have my channel monetized. So I just slowly see that income drifting away. So that's basically what this is. You know, I guess maybe this person was wanting to do something. And, you know, when she told me that, you know, what her funds were and stuff like this, and maybe we can get a place. Oh, another thing was that because she knew that I haven't had haven't had a shower in a couple of years at that place, you know, and I just clean myself with baby wipes and taking bird baths in the bathroom sink. Well, you know, you could probably, you know, just take a shower over here. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. No, I am not that stupid. I am not that stupid to do it. No, 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 and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And I just threw that off. But it wasn't until that final text message, you know, I feel like I'm having to chase you, that I just completely stopped acknowledging this person. Uh, didn't answer any of the phone calls or the text messages thereafter. And yeah, no, that was a bit of lunacy that I was taking in. I'm not gonna, especially now with everything that's going on with Bill Murray, Johnny Depp, and all this accusations, he said, she said, stuff like that. No, and that's, you know, that's why I have all the text. I save all my text messages. I save all my emails. I save, you know, and the comments and stuff like that. I save, I photograph, I file away, I download. It's just, in this day of age now where it's accusation of this and this and that, and I'm not going to be a victim to that crap, you know. So that's where this kookiness is, and that's where that comment is. And yeah, one of you said, well, aren't you that lady that you know, met up with him and blah blah blah? And then there was another comment, you know, there's no need to call names if you had a falling out. Well, there was no falling out because there was nothing there. You know, again, now people are assuming that it's a what was that, a lover's quarrel, and but there's nothing there. There was nothing there to begin with. There was no intention of doing that. You know, a viewer requested that they wanted to meet me, and I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. You know, I kind of and I even said that I kind of always wanted to go down that area, you know, because I haven't been down that area since I was a kid, you know. So if this person took something out of nothing, that's on their part. It's not me. I'm not one to lead anyone on like that. Not for anything. I mean, I've been down that road. I've been the person who has been kind of led, and then it's just like, boop, there's a concrete sack right on the back of your neck. No, I don't. I'm not gonna do that to anyone. So that's pretty much what that is now. So you know, I've been patiently waiting and waiting to see whatever, because I kind of feel, you know, someone said, well, then, you know, maybe you should just totally take this person off. Um, there is kind of a pose of a danger because, well, as another friend said, well, just let this person keep feeding themselves enough rope, because they're certainly under that proverbial tree. Just let them feed themselves enough rope so they can hang themselves. So that's what I've been doing, and this person keeps making that comment. Faking a drama. Oh, why do you post things online? Because this channel is about my life. You know this, first of all, so what do you mean posting all this online? This channel is about my life now. You know, homelessness to transition to getting housed, and to further off, and hopefully one day, pre-COVID, to become successful. Post-COVID, now I'm pretty much having to start all over again from ground zero. So, I don't know. And if you look at the psychology, I guess, maybe behind the thinking and the messages and the comments, it's kind of weird. It's really kind of weird. So here we are today, and still this person is just making these comments. So I don't know. I don't know. Folks, tell me, what do you think? You know, I always say that there's always two sides to every story. I just happen to be telling mine. Find out from this person, what were they thinking? What were they assuming? What were their expectations? You know, because I wasn't expecting anything. How am I going to help another person that's homeless and expect? No, fuck no. You know, I can't do that. You know, I can't help someone out in that extreme when my life is so screwed up. And I always say, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking care of myself first. And then I'll concentrate on something else. In the meantime, if there is a love interest or something with someone else out of the blue, I'm going to be square up in front of them. Look, I live in transitional housing. My life's a fucking mess. I live with this fucking terrorist, this 65-year-old crackhead who's also an alcoholic, a verbal abuser, and just, she's the, oh, I love that. The only way to kill the cockroaches, Charlie, is you have to kill the cockroach queen, Carla. I live with a cockroach queen. And you know, I'm also kind of freaking out now because the next thing with that kind of vermin type of situation is mice. So holy crap. And we still haven't seen the ants. Maybe here and there they're starting to come out because of the warm weather and stuff. But that was the only thing that we had to deal with in the house. You know, it was just the ants coming seasonal. And now that we have the cockroaches because of her, you get one roach in the house, you know how it is. That's where things stand today. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go back to Starbucks and upload this video. Alright, my friends, you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Even if it's your family, you have to take care of yourselves first, because you can't take care of your family if you're not well enough. Just like on the airlines, they say, put the oxygen mask first before you help the other person. Because if you help them, you're going to pass out. And then what? Pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, we're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on, and that's what's going on. So please, 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 good or bad, comment below. If not, email as always, and I'll put the link down for this church over here, and I'll try to see if I can't find the articles pertaining to the court cases. So this is just a beautiful area, right? I mean, look at this. Oh, gorgeous. You gotta have a lot of money to be able to afford this, and this day of being taxed now in California, and the water and the electricity. This is blue blood money. This is totally blue blood money. I mean, wow, that home has always caught my eye, and just the surrounding area. So I'm going to take a little bit more of a video as I exit out towards Green Street that away, and I'll show you, and then I'll close off the video. So please comment, my friends. I love you all. Stay safe, be smart, and be kind to one another. Bye-bye. I think there's a fountain over there. It almost sounds like running water. I love it over here because it's so beautiful. And I don't know, you tell me, could you afford this? Especially now in these economic times? Whoa, vandalism. Aw, that's not cool. But look at this. Look at the bougainvilleas. Oh, potted. Here's another mansion. See, these are the $2 million homes to start. And this is the Merritt mansion. Yeah, you're gonna have to pause the videos, but look at that. They got a beautiful, oh my God, this is just the most spectacular place. Yes, there's a lot of envy, but see, there's a fountain right there. Wow. I almost feel like I'm in a library. You have to whisper. And then coming out of this way, it's just so peaceful too. And the smell, it's kind of a mixture of honeysuckle and a little bit of pine. It just smells so wonderful, and just the floral and the rosemaries too. These are the other section. It keeps going up over there towards Green Street. Look at all these rosemaries. I love wild rosemaries. Or not wild, this is blooming rosemary. There's the villas. And then you conveniently come out here where you can go shopping for a expensive vehicle and a grocery store. That's east on Green Street. That is west on Green Street, and Orange Grove is right above that away, about one more block. And that's it. Love you all. Bye-bye.